video. We also have another video that should be coming out soon. We have one for Mighty Name. It's been a while. That one is like, right before the boot camp. And, I haven't been in the studio for like a while now because I've been doing the whole military stuff. But we're going to start back exactly where we left off, and we're just going to take off from there, I'm hoping like this next year, like maybe end of 2025, 2026 is definitely, a time where I want to be releasing a lot of things and just getting out there for you guys,
I don't believe anything has ever shaken me. I don't believe you're the real thing.
Hey, what up? It's Fly Live Phil, Cali Funxion Records. Today we got a special guest, Cali Function's recording artist, SpyroThe7th. What's up, dog?
Yeah. Shoot, everything been real good. I'm excited to be in the studio. We knocked down a song today, and it's fire.
Yeah, a little playing in the background right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming through, man. So, just wanted to catch up with you. It's been a while since we did a podcast, and man, it's been a lot going on for you.
I know I had dreads last time that I was seeing in the podcast, but a lot has been going on, I mean, you already know I left the boot camp, became a freaking Marine, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm still here trying to like just do my music still. I'm not trying to let the military or anything, deteriorate me from making music. Like I'm still on it. I still want to make some heat,
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And definitely doing that. So in the last few weeks, we had you come through. Was this the third time in the last couple weeks or last month or so?
The third time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So what's your official position in the military?
Right now I'm a radio operator. So I just work on little radios, learn how to program them, and move around equipment and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, what's up, man? You in bomb ass shape right now? They got you doing 1,000,000 push-ups still, or are you done with all that?
I mean, they still like to make us do those things sometimes, but it's not as like strict right now because I'm already in the fleet, so it's like a regular job. It's not like I have to do every single thing that they say every second, and like it's just I'm not being yelled in my face every single second. It's like it's more chill now.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good, man. But you made it through the hard part, huh?
Yeah, and it's worth it though. I don't regret it at all. Like now I'm living on the beach.
That's what's up.
I'm
man.
own place finally, and everything's been going well. So
yeah,
I don't regret it at all.
That's good, man. I knew at first when you told me you was going in, I was like, damn, man, we got so much stuff to record. But like it was kind of good timing because I needed a little break. I was in here every day for like a year and a half, 2 years straight. So I closed the studio up, went home, started working on stuff, and in the same time you were, doing your paying your dues and going through the camp and everything. So I feel like you got done. I was ready to come back in here, and we kind of got both finished with all our stuff at the same time and opened the studio back up and got right back to it. So it was kind of serendipitous.
Yep, and I didn't really go anywhere. I'm still I'm nearby. I could come and record. I might go on my little deployments and all that, but I'm still here. Like this is my home.
Yeah, man. So you told me he was getting deployed, and at first I had the same feeling. I was like, oh, shit, man, where the fuck is he going and how long? And then you told me what it was, and I was really happy. So you want to let the people know where you're going to be going?
Yep, so I'm about to be hitting Okinawa pretty soon, sometime next year. But that's one of my dream places. I always want to hit like Japan and all those things. So
man, me too.
Yep, this is like something that, is a really good thing to take advantage of, and I just feel blessed for it, just being able to not have to be just a civilian, have to pay for all my stuff. It's like, oh, now they get to do it for me. It's like, it's a win-win for me.
Yeah, man, 100% too. And like for me, the Japanese market has always been a market on the music side that I wanted to tap into. So having you literally be in boots on the ground out there, I think that's going to be a really nice play for us and the label and stuff too. Like shout out to all my homies out in Japan. Shout out to FLJ, Filth Libertine Justice. I know they wrapped up what they were doing, but now the homie has got a new like a digital magazine called Sick, SIICK. So for sure gonna plug you in with those guys when you're out there. And shout out to Black Flies Japan too, and all the homies out there. Black Flies Japan is huge out there. So yeah, I'll try to get you plugged in with all the bros in Japan when you get out there too, and try to rock some shows while you're out there, Doug.
Heck yeah, that's like that's also a big dream of mine. I always wanted to hit shows out in Japan. So if we can make that happen, that's all the better. And just we talked about it earlier, but I really want to skateboard out there too. I know
Yeah.
they got some really cool looking areas, and it's just sick. It looks so beautiful out there. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be epic. And you already got a couple homies who deployed out there ahead of you too, right?
Yep, they're out there right now just living their best life, They're working, but they're really just going out and drinking, having fun, and like whatever they got to do, it's like the military's not stopping them. They're having fun out there.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So, talking about skateboard a little bit. So you got a clothing brand. I think we're about to kick that thing off here pretty soon, right?
Yep, got a clothing brand coming pretty soon.
Yeah, what's it
Wait
called?
for it. It's Play Me Skate. Wait for that to come out. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna, man. I've been thinking about this for years, and just to see that it can finally come together, and it's just awesome.
Yeah. We've been stepping up our merch game here and invested in some machinery to be able to make our own clothing, make our own hats, print our own T-shirts, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna have a sick line coming out for the fall, and got a bunch of new crazy colorways on the T-shirts, and got some official SpyroThe7th gear.
Yeah, wearing it right now. I don't know if they can read it from here, but got that SpyroThe7th on. Got the Cali Funxion logo in the back. It's nice.
Yeah, man. We'll also we'll throw some images up and some links to where you guys could get this stuff right now. But in addition to that, we got the black flies on today. We're rocking some throwback flies.
Sir.
Yeah, Spyro got the Fly Star Generals, and I got some old school, like late 90s model mock flies. These things are crazy. So shout out to the homies over at Black Flies.
Yep. Remember when I was working in the skate shop, Inconsiderate Board Shop, we're selling the whole Black Flies thing, had a whole display of them, and they were pretty sick. I liked it.
Yeah, had the tower. They always had some fly graphics, fly glasses. I mean, you name it, bro. It's the only sunglass brand I'll ever wear. Like, I've been wearing them nonstop since I turned 14, really. And it's anything else, man. I don't fuck with no other glasses, period.
Yeah. I really haven't been the type to wear sunglasses, but shoot, I'll wear these. These are sick.
Yeah, they're kind of right up your
These are
alley
nice.
now, bro. The
These are
Fly
sick.
Star Generals, bro.
Yeah, I could definitely rock these.
They got gold ones too, man. I'll see if we could come up with some gold ones for you to match the fronts you be rocking. Those things look cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, what else has happened since last time we talked to you?
Really just trying to get my living situation together, just moving out of like my barracks, and just getting all my furniture together and stuff, which is actually cool though, because on our base we have like this thing, it's called the Rotary, where pretty much every Friday around 8 a.m. you just get a whole bunch of like free stuff. So you can go get couches, TVs, and I just picked up an air hockey table recently, and it's pretty nice, so that's something that is like helping me, move in a little better.
Nice.
I'm just situating myself. Just got a brand new couch, and it's a really sick couch.
Yeah, that's cool,
It's nice.
man. Yeah, we got to get some photos of the interior design.
Yeah. And you already know I just got married too, bro.
Yeah, congratulations
So
on
that's
that,
like-
man.
That's something that's also a dream, I wasn't really the type to kind of like, run around and stuff. I always wanted my one person, and so now I feel like my life right now is just, it's stable, it's stationary. Like, this is where I want it to be. Now I just want to focus on the music and, work too, but music is really my greatest, my greatest intent, I really want to work towards that. So I'm glad that, the studio's back over here, and we're putting all this stuff and putting out the music still, and clothing. It's awesome. It gives me, I don't know, it just gives me that excitement, that I've been looking for and always been wanting.
Yeah, facts, man. So, speaking on the music part, like, you've been, even before we met and started coming through here, like, really prolific. You had a lot of albums out in the past as, like, a real young dude, man. So, like, how did you record those? Who you work with? Like, what was the story before you got to Cali Funxion Records?
Man, it was just, well, school was one thing, they had those little Apple computers they let me work on, so I worked at that in school, and after that, or somewhere in between there, when I was still in school, I was working with Near, and I'll just go over his house and just record some stuff, and from there, I think it was kind of, me finding my sound until eventually I came to Cali Funxion, and, now I think that I'm somewhere where I want to be now,
Yeah,
But-
man. It was a lot of work for me dialing in, working with you too, because like it's a big age difference between me and you. I'm 43, so it's probably like 20 years or so. How old are you right now?
I turned 24 next month in September.
Okay, that's what's up. So like,
Yeah.
20 and a half years or something like that. But so like your style was a little different than what I was accustomed to rapping. Like, you know, I work with people who were doing like old school rap style, and it was really exciting to me to like hearing the style of music you were working on, to bring that to the label and really bring some youth and that energy that you got. But it was challenging to mix songs for you at first. I remember the first song we did, bro, I did like 30 mixes, and I sent it to Spyro, and he'd be like, nope, and it ain't hitting right.
Yeah. I mean, I was so used to recording like with Near and like having a certain sound, you know, with him. So when I came here, it was definitely new, and like we had to adjust to that. And I think so far it's been really good.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
it's been a really good adjustment. Like I said, like the song we did today.
Yeah, once it clicked though, once I knew what you were looking for, then I was like, okay, we could do that. I can replicate that. And shout out to Near, man. Near, you had got a really unique sound, but Near also has a really unique sound too. And then when the two of you get together on the track, man, it's like you can tell that you guys kind of grew together on the sound also.
Yep. I mean, as you could tell, all my beats, well, before like early Spyro, making that in school, it was, he went by Chia Pet. Yeah. So
That's some behind the scenes stuff. Hey, we are not blurring that out, Near. We are letting everybody know, bro.
Well, no, not Near. It was a different artist.
Oh.
You know, it was a different artist I was working with in school.
Okay. You was working with a dude named Chia Pet.
Yeah,
okay.
I was working with a guy named Chia Pet.
I thought that was Near's first name for a second. Shout out to Chia Pet, bro. That's a cool name, dog.
But yeah, you'd always hear like the chia like in the songs, but
good luck getting that trademark for your music though.
Yeah. But Near started with him in high school, and it went from there. I only work with Near. Like I don't like use any beats from anybody else besides Near, just because he has that sound that I like. I like that he's his own. And I know it's like eventually like I want to go out and branch out and work with other artists, you know, and beat makers, but I always think that me and Near, we just have that good connection, you know, and he's like a really good friend of mine. So,
hey, Near's a good skateboarder too, man. When we filmed the video for SpyroThe7th, man, you busted some tricks out. Aaron, shout out to Aaron, he busted some tricks out. Near pulled up cold with a coffee in his hand and busted a double kickflip. I was like, oh man,
yeah, bro, got the tray flips and all that.
If you haven't seen the video for SpyroThe7th, you're messing up. Go to Cali Funxion Records YouTube, just search it. Go watch that video because it's epic, man. We got up early as heck to get the lighting right for that, and I'm like really proud of that video.
Yep. Speaking of that video, we also have another video that should be coming out soon. We have one for Mighty Name. It's been a while. That one is like, you know, right before the boot camp, and you know, I haven't been in the studio for like a while now because I've been doing the whole military stuff. But we're going to start back exactly where we left off, and we're just going to take off from there, you know. I'm hoping like this next year, like maybe end of 2025, 2026 is definitely, you know, a time where I want to be releasing a lot of things and just, you know, just getting out there for you guys, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. And we got to get you rocking some shows coming up too. But back to the video stuff. So with SpyroThe7th, you know, I filmed it, and then Diversity Multimedia, Kev over at Diversity, shout out to Kev. He edited that video and it came out dope. But for Mighty Name, you're going to edit that one, right?
Yep, I'm editing Mighty Name as we speak right now, and it's almost done. It's about there, and it's a very good learning process, you know, just being able to make your own music videos, and you don't ever have to go out there and find someone else to do it for you. But when you do it yourself, you kind of just find exactly like how you want it to look, and you know, there's no, because you make it, so you don't have to like keep asking somebody, oh, I want this changed, or I want it like this, or I want it like this. It's like this is me now. I have to sit here and I have to figure out how I like it, you know. And I think that's a very good, beautiful thing about making your own videos.
Yeah, man, for reals. And that's been a struggle for me too, is like I love filming. Like I really like to film, but the part that takes the longest, the tedious part, is getting that edit, man. And like it takes hours and hours to go through all the footage, find the stuff you like, get rid of all the bad stuff, layer it up, get your transitions, like make sure everything's hitting on beat. Like it's so much work, man.
It is. And like just it's fun at some points, you know, like I'm sitting in there and I just get in the zone, you know, like I'll be there, be like, man, I don't really feel like editing this right now. But then when I actually sit there And I'm like, I just get into it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, wait a second. Now I want this like this. Oh wait, now and I just, my brain just starts running for it.
Yeah, bro. That's what's up. So I saw some cool videos you posted on Instagram when you were in boot camp, and you were like skating through the halls and like busting kickflips on the homies and
Bro.
hanging out with people from Ohio and shit.
Bro, it was dope because I was doing ITB. It was like the infantry training battalion, and like we got in trouble somehow. I forgot what the situation was, but we got in trouble, and they were gonna keep us up like all night doing some dumb stuff, and then my corporal, he was like, all right, if you can land a tray flip, we don't got to do this. And I was like, oh my goodness. I haven't landed a tray flip in so long. Like,
Word.
I
used to lock in.
Man, I had tray flips on lock, and then like I haven't done or practiced tray flips at all. And I ended up messing up.
Oh,
so we still ended up getting in trouble, but I would keep landing on the board. I was landing on it over and over and over again, but I kept slipping out.
Well, what footwear did you have on at the moment?
Just I had the regular like some combat boots.
Yeah. That could have been a slight problem. The bottoms on that is like.
Yeah, but even so, I have some other videos, of me doing like dolphin flips and like other like flip tricks, in there. So I couldn't even I couldn't say it was the boots. I think it was just me and just like the pressure because everyone was it was like 100 people crowded around me just trying to do this tray flip, hoping that I landed and we don't all get in trouble. It's like, damn, man, my bad, y'all.
Yeah. what was the punishment? Just staying up all night?
Yeah, they had us staying up all night. Like, they wouldn't let us sleep, and I don't know why we got in trouble. I can't even put my finger on it right now. But I do remember some people lost, like, some batteries. I'm not sure if it was the same situation, but we had lost some batteries, and they were just, like, keeping us up all night just looking for them. And I don't know why people want to take, like, random radio batteries.
Yeah.
But
probably just dropped them or something crazy.
Yeah,
man, that was pretty funny. What else happened in boot camp? Any noteworthy? What was like the hardest part?
The hardest part of just boot camp specifically, for me, it was waking up and doing everything fast as hell. Like, literally, my eyes will just open. I have like a little bit of time to like, okay, I got to prepare myself. It's almost time for me to get ready. Like, luckily, my drill instructors would come in and be like, okay, y'all, everybody start waking up before I turn these lights on because it's about to get real, So, like, as soon as those lights turns on, man, just jump up quick as hell, put your clothes on fast as hell. And it's like, you have to wait until they tell you to put it on. Like, I have to put on one sock one by one, and if I put both of them on without them telling me to, they'll tell me to take them back off and I have to put on one by one and like just do everything fast. Like, it's like you've been asleep for hours and you got to get up and just freaking race. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
That was probably one of the parts that was like hardest for me because I'm not a morning person. So like that was like man, I really just have to get used to this, And another bad part is like you could only eat for like 5 minutes, and I hated that because they would come yell in your face and like tell you how to sit in a certain way, and I'm just like, man, like I just want to eat how I want to eat, I just want to grub, and then you're like there for like a couple seconds eating, and they're yelling at you because you're freaking not sitting all the way straight or your hand's not on the table. Like, it's just so dumb. So they like spit in your food and stuff, and it's like, man, I can't do this. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, once you're done, you're like disciplined. You're able to follow them directions like on point and make it happen and act as a unit, right?
Yeah. After boot camp, I would say that it's still like, I don't know. You become a boot. Like, you're still a boot. Like, eventually you like grow out of what you were in boot camp too. Like once you hit the fleet, it's not all like, oh my gosh, aye sir, aye staff sergeant. It's not like that, So once you hit the fleet, it's kind of like you talk to them more regularly. So you take on a couple of those skills from boot camp, but it does change, over time as you get out. You start working and doing different jobs and ranking up, and it's like you act and your manners are different,
Yeah, that's cool, man. You get to shoot any cool weaponry?
I use 7 Marine Corps weapons, which was I've thrown grenades. I shot a MAW, it's like a rocket launcher. M27, M4, M16. I shot it's a grenade launcher, and there's one other one that I did. I can't think about it right now.
What about that one that goes on your shoulder?
I had it. Oh yeah, that was the mall.
Okay.
That's Rock Liners. That one, and then I shot the M240, which
Okay.
is like the machine gun, which is pretty nice.
Gotcha. That's the one with the big drum on it, or?
It doesn't have a drum on it. It's just like those big LMGs, bro.
Yeah.
You sit there and just put your little rack of rounds on there. You sit there and they have you yell, "Die, motherfucker, die!" As soon as so you're just like, "Die, motherfucker, die!" And you're like,
Is that the one on the tripod, or you're holding it?
you're holding it.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
know, so you're just laying down like kind of prone and you're just shooting at a target.
Okay.
You know, but those are pretty nice to shoot, and you gotta take them apart, and it's really nice, really cool stuff to learn. You know, it's not like civilians, like you don't really get to just learn that in the civilian world, so it's like great to have that type of opportunity to be able to do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, what was some of the highlights other than the weaponry? What was some fun stuff or some cool stuff?
I thought, well, most people might disagree with me if you are the military, but it's called the Helo Dunker, where basically like they put you in like a simulation in part of like an airplane, and they dunk you in some water and flip you upside down, and you're strapped in, but you have like this little breather tank on your side. But like the first time they have you go in like these bars, it's like not exactly the airplane part first, or a helicopter or whatever, but they put you in like this barred like gate, and you're strapped down in the seat, and they flip you upside down. And I remember the first time I went down, they show you how to get out. Like there's a certain way you're supposed to get out, but I remember my air was right here, and when I went upside down, I tried to grab my air. I couldn't find the tube, so I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh. So I start tripping out. I'm upside down underwater. My nose is like hurting because I'm getting nose in my water, or my bad, water in my nose. And I try to get up. I'm like, you know what? I got to get out of here. So I put my head up, and the instructor grabs my head and pushes me back down to the seat. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I have to calm down. I'm like, you know, I can't breathe, but I'm just like, all right, calm down, calm down. So I slowly look for my tube of air. I'm like, okay, here it is. And I'm like, okay, now I could focus now. And I'm like, okay, now I can proceed and do what I have to do. But I really thought I was gonna die in that situation, especially when he pushed my head back down. I was like, nah, bro, he's really trying to kill me. But just that, and actually going inside the Helo Dunker itself, I think that was a really good opportunity for me to learn in case something like that does happen. You know, I know how to get out of my seat. I know how to, you know, but I think that was really cool. That was
most importantly, learn how to relax first, because that's always like the key to everything is having a clear head and moving slow. Like what do they say? Slow is smooth, and then smooth is fast.
Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that does actually sound pretty cool, man. Like, I don't know. I wish I could get just rich as hell. We're gonna do it, and then I'd love to go to like one of them fake boot camps where you get to go through like training and stuff. Like you don't got to wake up at 6 a.m. and have nobody yell at you, and you could eat how you want still, but get to like try that, you know, the heli dunker, shoot some crazy weapons, you know, do the carrying logs on the beach, like pretend Navy SEAL. I like the movies, but I didn't sign up for a reason, man.
Yeah. Well, shoot, it was like last minute that I even chose to like join the military.
I know, dude. It came out of the blue. I remember you told me like one day we're in here recording, and the next day you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to the military in a month.
I told you when we did that one show. It was the one where we had the Fee-Fi Foam video with the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
We did that show when I performed with the other Cali Funxion record artist.
Yeah.
But it really was last minute. And I think the reason why I wanted to do it is because I really did want to establish like another foundation, and like I wanted to get more benefits. So I thought if I just did this for a little while, you know, I can still do my music. You know, that's not something that I'm throwing out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but I really did see it as like an opportunity to kind of give myself like a little bit of a base plate. You know, so
yeah,
this is
important.
You know, this is real life. You know, I really have to. You know, I can't sit here and pretend I'm the most richest person. I'm the most richest artist. Like, I can't do that. You know, I'm a real life person, and I'm still trying to get up there.
Yeah, stability is key, man. And like that's something I was really excited for you. Also, like being a young cat and bouncing around a little bit. I know you was up in Washington for a while, and I know you was with your grandfather out here and out in Moval. And man, I was always like impressed by your family too. Like, you got a really cool family, and they always were working with you, helping you build cars and put a ride together and all that kind of stuff, man. So
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah. But now, like, it feels like you got that stability back. You got your Monday through Friday grind. Still got time to do the music. Still got time with your family now, and it seems like things are going well, man. And I'm like super happy for you, bro.
Yeah, man. It's I really don't think I would have gotten this far without like the decision that I've made. You know, just like I said, my whole living situation, like getting my own apartment and just getting everything together. So that's something that really makes me happy about the choice that I made. You know, even though I'm still kind of going through it, I'm in this right now. You know, as we speak, I'm still getting ready for deployments and all this other stuff I have to deal with. But it's a very good learning experience. You know, it definitely has shaped me, and it's just helping me like deal with things that I wouldn't be able to deal with, you know, before then. You know.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
like you know, I don't think it's for everybody, but when you told me, like, honestly, at first for a minute I was like, damn, but then I was like, nah, that's good. This is gonna be a good move, and I kind of saw the path for you, and yeah, man, it's just stoked how things are working out so far. But all right, so yeah, we recorded a couple songs. I think we did I Don't Get It.
I Don't Get It.
Yeah.
We did another one called Budokai.
Yep.
And we did another one today, which is called The Nun.
Yeah.
Or The Nun, or Nun, or whatever.
Yep. We got to do No Mo, bro. We got to record No Mo again.
No Mo, that one's a classic. Ever
Yep.
since I came to Cali Funxion Records. Yeah, there's a few other ones we recorded too that there's more we should discuss later about, but
Yeah, of course. So I wanted to ask you, because like you do got a really unique sound. Like, what do you listen to? What are you bumping right now? And then who are some of your influences?
I mean, everyone's Lil Wayne, so I gotta say Lil Wayne is one of them. Another person I think would influence me is Earl Sweatshirt. More like older Earl Sweatshirt. He was one of them that would influence me, and like I just liked his wordplay. I don't really listen to like, I don't know. I can't really find like much more of influences than that. I
know where you could find Spyro often is in the middle of a mosh pit at a punk rock show too, though.
Yeah, I've been slacking though. Like recently, I've been slacking on the punk rock shows.
This guy's got a job now.
Yeah, but like just going in and just just the shows itself. You know, even me doing the shows, I've been slacking a little bit just because I'm just adjusting to where I am now. But soon it's gonna start getting into where I want it to be. I want to start going to the shows again and all that type of stuff. But 2026, that's all me right there. Especially because I'm going to be hitting Japan. You know, I want to definitely make those connections.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I'll make some phone calls and call up some of the homies that are out there doing it and see if we can get you on some shows. So once you get dialed in and you know where you're going to be at and like your travel and all that stuff and how long it takes you to like move around and get to like Tokyo or Harajuku or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, bro. But I'm really excited about you going out there. And I actually would love to come and visit you and spend maybe like a week out there. If we can line up some shows, I'll fly out, bring a bunch of apparel and stuff and some merch and get out there and hang out. So I'm glad you're going.
Yep. Oh, I don't know. I just a thought that came in my head. I remember my drill instructors knew I made music. So in the squad bay, they had some of my like other recruits telling my drill instructors like I made songs. So they played my music in the squad bay. They never do stuff like that, but they played my music inside the squad bay for everybody to listen to. And I was like, that's when everyone knew like, okay, like this is SpyroThe7th. You know, this isn't just my last name's Hardgrove, so you go by your last name. But after that, there was like, that's SpyroThe7th.
So SpyroThe7th. That's dope, man. That's dope. Do you remember what songs they were playing or?
Yeah, we played. Which one was it? It was Fee Fi Fo Fum, and then we played Mockingbird. So we actually played two of the songs we had from Cali Funxion Records.
Nice.
You know, and then on my little placard that I had before we left boot camp, my drill instructor just told me, he just wrote "Keep Rapping."
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. Shout out to the drill instructor. What was his name?
Yeah, it was Staff Sergeant Rosario. He was the one that wrote that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, in the photos I seen it, and a lot of the stuff you're posting, it looks like you met some cool people. Like, where were a lot of them from? It's like SoCal people from all around the country, or how's that?
From all around. You meet people from like Alaska and freaking where's
Oh,
out?
they were happy to be in SoCal, huh?
Yeah, just people from Texas. A lot of people from Texas, actually. Florida.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen people from Guam. Just a whole bunch of everywhere. You know, there's a whole variety. You know.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the servicemen out there and everybody from what would I say, from your platoon or from your unit or
From my unit, I guess.
okay, yeah. Shout out to all the members of SpyroThe7th unit out there doing it right now on a base somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like you got a cool schedule though, man. Like, yeah, I think we're gonna be able to do a lot coming up, and we got some cool music in the pipeline, and try to get you rocking a couple shows out of here before you go to deploy out into Okinawa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be beautiful, bro. That's I'm low key, man, jealous right now. You get to go out there and do your thing. Is wifey deploying with you, or how's that gonna work?
No, she's actually gonna be deploying like after I come back. So right when I come back, then it's her turn to go out there.
To the same spot.
Yeah, but she's gonna be more on ship. So
Okay.
she might be out there for like a little bit, but for us, we're actually staying out there. She's just gonna be more like in and out of
Okay.
places, you know. So I think she's going to a few different places.
Yeah, that's cool. At least you get to give like a little bit of a heads up too, and on how it's gonna be out there. So that's cool. You get to go first.
Yep.
Nice, man.
So just apart from like being in like the military and like my music together, a lot of my music is more like war with like, you know, in the spiritual world, you know, just war and like, you know, talking to God and things like that. I kind of related it to myself in the military, you know. Not only do I have to fight in a spiritual world, I have to fight in a real world, you know. So I was like, you know what, like if anything ever pops off, I want to have backup. I don't want to be just some regular civilian going out with just the pistol, you know, just one pistol on my back and, you know, just trying to protect myself. I was like, you know what? Like, give me a rocket launcher. Give me, like, give me a 240. Like, give me something, you know? I need to be able to protect myself and have, like, some people that are going to be with me. So that was also something that kind of sparked my interest into going into the military, you know, and just getting that training and learning how to fight and all that.
Yeah, because you always kind of talked about that even since I first met you. Like, you were up in Washington doing security for a while and getting to have some cool firearms and stuff up there. So I could definitely see the interest. And then when you told me you was going to the military, I was like, okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, they teach you some really good stuff. Oh, and the gas chamber is real cool. It's like you go in there, and I remember my drone sergeant came up to me, and he was like, huh? He was like, is that Hardgrove? He grabs my mask, he pulls it up so I could get the gas in there to like
give you a little taste.
Yeah, he's like he pulls it up, so I'm just sitting there for a second, and then he puts it back down. He taps on me and walks away, and I'm just like, you know, I'm sitting there dying in my mask, and then after that they tell you to take it off, so you take off your mask and you're breathing that shit in. And like, man, it's one of the worst things ever, bro. You run out and everyone's like out there with like boogers coming out their nose, like big long boogers
crying.
dropping.
Dang, what kind of gas was it?
Actually, I don't know. Was it CS gas? What is it called? I don't even know what type of gas it was. If I'm being honest.
Okay.
It just burned. You walk in there and your neck just starts burning right away.
Even the skin contact?
Yeah, so my whole neck was red, bro.
What they do for you guys after? You got pour milk on your head and all that, or
what's funny is they tell you not to pee after, because you know you have to grab your dick to pee. So they're like, don't, you know. So it's like they're like, yeah, don't go pee after that, or if you do, just don't grab it, bro. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you wash your hands off and you clean your clothes, because you actually have like another set of like, you know, camouflage that you would wear. Okay. So
try to decontaminate it a little bit.
Yeah. So you wash them and stuff and all that. They let you shower with this. It was like some type of orange. I don't know what it was. It's like an orange type of soap.
Oh yeah, that's like what the mechanics use.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was like,
it's powdery a little bit.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even powdery. It was liquidy.
Oh,
yeah. I'm not even sure what it was called. It was just some weird random mystery soap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But they had everybody just rub that all over themselves. And
all right, man. Before I let you go, because we're coming up on time. So now when you watch like movies and you see all the military stuff, do you be like, oh man, that's fake? Or like, oh, that's pretty good. That's kind of realistic. Like,
I mean, a lot of the military movies though, they a lot of them show like real war, and I haven't really been in like real war yet. But
Yeah.
aside from just the war part,
like the camp and the life stuff.
yeah, I mean camping part, you know, like being in the field, like I can relate with, but just more of the movies where it's like, you know, showing drill instructors or like things like that, they do make them pretty accurate today.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
cool.
I'm sure there's like military men making those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up. Well, hopefully, you know, we never have to see the other side of things. And but yeah, man, I just want to shout you out. I'm glad to get you in here and just chat for a little bit, because normally you come in here, we record, we hang out for a few minutes, and it's like, all right, later. So yeah, it's cool to catch up with you. I figure it's a good way to do it is on a podcast. And yeah, anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, I would just like to let them know that you know, whatever path it is in your decisions and your goals, just go for it. You know, I'm pretty sure that's some advice that a lot of people will tell you, but you really have to make that action. You really have to, like, whatever. Like, another thing I could give you or a tip is just whatever bad habits that you have, I think that you should just turn those around, flip it into a good habit, and then to make those good habits your new habit. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're like struggling to, like, you know, flip that around, it's like you need to just really just go for it. You know, put all your strength and all your mind into that, and however strong your mind is, you'll never fail. You know, so that is one thing that I do want people to know, and they'll get to where they need to be. You know, everyone has their own definition of success, and, you know, just ask yourself, you know, what defines your way of success, you know?
Yeah, man. Wise words from a young man. All right, Spyro. Yeah,
Sure.
man. All right, that's what's up. Thank you guys for joining once again on Fly Life Feel, and this is
SpyroThe7th. Woo!
yeah, we out.